Good morning, everyone. I want you to find a good seated position. Today I'm going to use a bolster. This one just happens to be a round bolster. There's many different kinds, different brands. I believe this is a Manduka. I think I cut the tag off at some point. I was an anti-tagger for a while. I kind of still am. So find that seated position. I know personally I'm only good in this position for about 10 minutes. This is going to be kind of a big deal for me to sit here for 20-25 minutes like I'm going to ask us to do today. All right, so just kind of check your posture, make sure it's not overly rounded or overly like, oh my gosh, I'm a badass, I'm gonna sit up so straight today. No, we're just gonna be us. All right, and then start with your Anapana breathing. We're gonna take it in through the nose and out through the nose. Try it one more time without your little helper. If you need a little help, go ahead and use it. Use your hand. Feel the little hairs, the heat. What's the sensation? Can you find it this morning? Inhaling and exhaling. We're not judging the time. We're not checking to see how long things take. Just going in and out. Maybe that's too much for you this morning. The quiet. Me not guiding you through the inhale or the exhale. Me not reminding you to find that little sweet spot where the sensation truly never ends. There appears to almost always be movement. It's okay. We're going to have times that we are left alone. We're going to need to call upon ourselves to help us find the movement, to find this sensation, and to know that the sensation is real. It's not a figment of our imagination, and that it will change. Taking an inhale. Maybe you need to purse your lips up just a little bit to make that little space in between the nose and the lip a little bit closer, to be able to acknowledge the movement. Focused thought. It's not a focused thing, it's a focused thought. There's a whole process that goes with that. our attention to the top of the head, all the way up to the top, reminding ourselves of the Anapana breathing. Inhale through the nose, out through the nose. Can you find light up there? Is there just darkness? Are you just thinking, oh, okay, Kate just asked me to go to the top of the head. Now what do I do? Give me direction. Okay. It's okay to need direction. We don't always have to know what to do. Going back to the top of the head. Seeing the purple light. Maybe today's purple light is not as bright as yesterday's purple light. It's not as bright as you want it to be. Maybe it's truly glorious. Just acknowledge it. Highlight. Hello, purple light. And then we just move past. Bring the acknowledgement in between the eyes. And we try to find the mind screen. It's a kind of rolling of the eyes on the inside of the head. That's all you're thinking about. Breathing in and out. And in between the eyes. Now we're going to stay here a minute. I'm going to take us to some outside sensations. Now, the music that you're hearing right now is what we would call a bowl. It could be a crystal bowl. It could be, I think this one perhaps changes in between a brass bowl and a crystal bowl. There's a rhythm to it, even though there is no rhythm to it. It's a single person's arm that goes around with a mallet on the lip of a bowl. So as the person's muscles go further away from the body, on the 3 o'clock side, it will lighten. As the body uses the 9 o'clock side, it will deepen. It is the sun and the moon. Go back to the breathing. Inhale through the nose. And out through the nose. Our awareness is still in between the eyebrows. So I'm asking you to multitask now. How can this be a focused thought? I promise it is. And your ears that are right in line are finding it. They're finding the sensation. What else are you hearing? I have a bird that's outside the window, kind of chirping. Music changed. That's cool. I can hear Lucy breathing. here. Can you take it further than this room? If you get lost, if you start thinking about things outside this room other than hearing, bring it back. Inhale through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale and out. Take it back in between the eyebrows, slowly lower down to the tip of the nose. Is it cold? Is it hot? And down to the lips, to the chin, to the neck. We're going to straight down past the shoulders into the chest. And as you take your Anapana breathing, as you inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose, start to feel the rise and fall of the chest. Now, interesting enough, when we start to pay attention to the chest, there's this weird thing in our brain that our brain wants to start to take over, the frontal portion of our brain wants to start to take over how long our breaths are taking. There's an attachment to it. So the backside, down deep in the brain, it is all about fight or flight. It is all about how much, what's the minimum we can get away with while keeping the body alive. So it's complete survival. The front part of the brain starts to care about how we're surviving, what it looks like to other people, our personality, all of that kind of stuff. Go back to the breath, inhale. As we're doing this Anapana breathing and your focus is now on the rise and fall of the chest, just let the two become one. It's harder than we think. It's okay. There is no attachment on how full the lungs get or how empty the lungs become. It is perfect. This is your rate, not mine, and mine is not yours. But we are doing this together. That, my friends, is we. Continue on going down to the hips. Now, me personally, Mine are on fire. My sensation, I have thought about moving 40 times so far. Absolutely. But I know. And I'm going to tell you a story here in a second. So just keep going. Go through the hips. Acknowledge what is the sensation, what's happening. And then I want you to go past it. You go past the hips, to the thighs, to the knees. Name it. What is it? Did you go to the computer and look up different crazy words for sensations, or are you just going to stick to the general ones? I usually just stick to the general ones because I can't ever remember the bigger ones. They stress me out. I know pull, I know push, I know tension, I know relaxed, I know numb, I know hot, cold, tight, loose, uncomfortable, pins and needles. Go to the shins, to the feet, to the toes, and then just head right back up. Maybe to the heels this time. What's the sensation of each body part? As you stick with your Anapana breathing, inhale through the nose and out through the nose. Calves, backs of the knees, thighs, back to our hips. Maybe this time you're on your back side, on your glutes, coming through the sides of the hips and then traveling up the back side of the body to the shoulders. And all this time you've stayed with the body part. We're not reflecting back to what we've already passed. It's done. We're going back to the neck, to the ears, to the top of the head. What color is that up atop? The change, mine's almost white, a yellowy white. I see the yellowy white behind my eyes. Come back to the breathing. Anapana, breathe in. And breathe out. And gently start to go back down. Maybe this time you take the left side, right? You head down, left side to the left ear, maybe to the chin. Totally focused on the chin. Left side of the body down to the shoulder, maybe your bicep area, maybe the tricep area. Right, is it touching your chest? What's the sensation there? Feel pressure. You're going down to the forearm. My forearm's laying on my thigh. But what's interesting is that's not where I feel my thigh. My pressure is actually more on the outside of my left hand against my thigh, more into the pinky, which, just because I know a little about the anatomy, that means I've done a ton of sewing, which makes me feel good. And my carpal tunnel is mad at me, so I'm pressing more towards the pinky. But I just know that, and I'm going to acknowledge it. But that's information, right? Knowing. Through the fingers, I feel my cat. The left arm comes back up. We go back to the forearm, inside the arm, and then down the left oblique, which I call the lowest of lower belly, down to the hip, and then maybe the side of the thigh to the knee. It's 100% what is the sensation happening? can't pet you right now, cat. Go down. Okay, she's gonna make you pet her. Going down to the toes. Where's the pressure on the floor? Mine's at the top of my left foot. And slowly take the idea, the sensation back up to in between the thighs. And then maybe head straight up the center of the body. Back up to the chest. Let's do our Anapana breathing. Inhale. And exhale, not judging how much or how little we take in through the body. In through the nose and out through the nose. And from the chest, we go back up to the top of the head. I've changed a little bit to green, just a smidge. Might be because of my cat. I love her so much. Back down the right side of the body, feeling the sensation. Past the right ear, the right chin. Can you feel the wind or a breeze against your chin? You might not be able to. I can't right now. But maybe you have a fan on in your room and you can feel the fan drift the air back and forth across you. And slowly take the attention or focus to the right shoulder. All of the focus, not just one small portion, all of it over to your right shoulder. And slowly take it down to the top of the arm. Pressure, tension, numbness. And take it down to the elbow, forearm, back to the hand. And I'm noticing not so much the pinky finger I'm pressing on this side, it's more towards my thumb, which also makes sense because I hold my phone in the right hand. Kind of keeps that shape. That's information, right? Mental note. But there's no judgment there. It just is. Because I can't fix it right now. It just is. Gently pass the fingers again. And maybe head over to in between the thighs. And then back up the center of the body. All the way back up. Land at the heart. Breathe in. And out. Take the attention all the way back up to the top of the head. And don't lose me. Don't lose me. Go back up to the top of the head. I know there are spots on your body that are dying, that you're like, Kate, there's no way I can stay here any longer. Please stay with me. Take it all the way back up to the top of the head. What color is it? Stay with me. Mine's a little on the black side. A little white. I do see a flat shape. The bottom portion, almost like a pyramid. All of the attention is there. All of it. Take it all up. We're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Keep it there, keep it there. I'm going to ask you to breathe in through your nose. And I want you to hold your breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the nose. Keep it Anapana style, just through the nose. Back in through the nose. In. I'm going to ask you to hold your breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Feel the cold air going in. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. Try not to judge it. Just let the air go back out. Inhale. Let the cold air come in. Inhale. Feel the sensation right underneath the nose. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale. Let it go. Feel the heat. Inhale through the nose. Let the cold air come in all of your focus. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Exhale the heat. Let it out, let it out, let it out, let it out. All the focus. Inhale. Cold air going into the body. It's going to straighten you up. It's going to allow for the lengthening of the body. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let it all out. Let the hot air go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Take it all the way down. Go ahead and nod your head. Take your head down, down, down. Let your head hang as much as you can. Let the head nod. Don't hold any muscles in the back. Remember those trapezius muscles we were talking about? Yep. I want you to allow those guys to stay relaxed. You might notice your belly comes out a little bit here. Stay with me, stay with me. ahead and pull the gate closed as much as you can. That is the transverse abdominis, okay? Now close the lowest of lower abs. Those are the obliques. And allow the yellow, the erectus abdominis, which is the kind of the upper abs, tighten. And I want you to roll the shoulders down and back. And then I want you to take the same sort of flow from the top of your head and just scan the body. Top of the head, very quickly. Top of the head, roll it down. Just kind of like you're a printer and you're printing down the body, down the body, down the body, down the body, down to your toes. Beautiful. Slowly, now I don't know what position you're in. I am on the bolster, so it's going to take me a second. I'm going to take both hands down onto the floor in front of me, almost come into a child's pose. I'm going to take it down a little further. I'm going to lift my hips up. Legs a little bit. I'm actually going to make it rain, which means if I can get my knees underneath me, I'm going to pitter patter my toes. Extra sound effects are always good. I could now move the bolster out of the way. Pitter patter. Kind of looks like this. Our nervous system ends in the toes and the hands and the top of the head. I'm going to flip my toes over. Shift back. And pull forward. And shift back. I can tell my hinge needs some work. Oh. And shift back. Now it's the sensation. For me, the sensation, actually the uncomfortable, the pain that I was feeling is no longer there. I'm definitely feeling pins and needles in my toes. Not anything I can't work through or handle. Neck is long. I'm using my back muscles. The body seems to remember taking the breath in and out through the nose. I'm going to take this one more time. My body wants to go into a down dog here, so I'm going to. I'm personally taking the air in through my nose. And then letting the heat out through my mouth. Done lots of work here this morning, and I'm going to take a minute to explain what we just did. Now you can either believe in it or not. I'm totally cool both ways. I would call that last little tidbit breakdancing if you were working with me. Okay, there's something in our body. They're called sankharas. Okay, now this is, you can believe in this or not. This is the stuff that gets a little weird, right? And this is kind of the This is the very, 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 very short version, okay? The very short version is that we do crappy things. Other people do crappy things. Our parents have done crappy things. Our parents' parents have done crappy things. Let's call those things trauma. Let's call things done to us, and that could be, I was molested as a kid. That's one of, it's literally 1 out of 5 women's story, okay? The numbers are staggering, okay? I'm alcoholic. It's not my identity, it's a role, right? But I caused a lot of damage. That damage I have given to my children, right? Not by, I didn't mean to. I was doing the best that I could, but there's damage there nonetheless. And that generationally, my father, alcoholic, he was doing the best he could, and there was damage caused. There was trauma, right? So that trauma. So now we've described 3 generations of trauma. Like, what do we do with that trauma? There's therapy, absolutely. I'm in it. There's self-work. I do it. I'm in it, right? There's prayer, meditation. We're doing it. We're in it. There is also an idea that we can remove this from the tissues of our body. And these trauma moments, these sankharas, are living inside the muscle, the bone, and a nervous system. And then there's another system in the body called nadis. Okay, so these are the energetic nervous system per se. We have another system that's just come up not too long ago. I mean, in science terms, the last 15 years is a big deal, right? So it's also your fascial system, right? So you fascia system, anyway. So you get this idea, and we energetically, when we are scanning the body and we are allowing all of our focus to go to one thing and just ask it, what do you feel? We are giving that portion permission to have a sensation, to feel that sensation, and to give it a choice on whether it is its time to let the sankhara be done or stay for whatever time period it needs. That's not on us. I would love to think that it was, because I would remove all of it at the same time. Of course I was. I would. Who wants their back to hurt, right? Who wants to sit on a bolster and like I was dying at some points? But when I was giving each permission, each item, a permission just to feel without any sort of attachment to I like you, I don't like you, I this, I that, like all of that stuff that we think we own and we think we can do something about, that was completely put to the side. We just let it be. The trauma gets to make its own decision at that point, what will happen. And the cool part is that when it is allowed to be free It is gone. Now, I don't know what it is for any of us. Now, that is the baby version. It gets a lot deeper. It goes into not just generational, ancestral, it gets into multiple lives and some stuff that maybe none of us believe in, and that part is on you, right? Taking it further than that. My experience has been, when I do the work of being patient and letting my body heal what needs to be healed in the time frame that it needs to take, something is different. I don't yell at my kids as much. I deal with traffic way better. I find joy in hand sewing something for a friend. I get to love so passionately, it makes me cry. Now, I'd love for you to look it up, right? This is what I'm talking about is not anything new. I do have my own twists on things. I think that's what makes each one of us teachers and good students, because any good teacher is a good student. I'm probably not the best student in the world. I mean, I try, right? But that we each bring something different to the table, and that is important, because if it was all the same, oh my goodness, we'd have all the same kind of humans running around. So that is our practice for today. I don't know, I made a couple mental notes today on my hands, so I'm going to be doing, whenever I remember, I'm going to do some hand exercises, wrist exercises. My left hip today was really, it was part of that transition that would not go away. My back pain completely went away today during our up and downs, so I'll probably do a little pigeon on the left hip. I'll probably do both, right? But I'll make sure to do some pigeon for both hips to be give them some kindness. And so I don't know what you needed today. Maybe if you came up with something and you want to call or text me, we can talk about maybe someone out there, whenever you listen to it, someone had a right shoulder thing that was pretty intense that I could feel, which that might even sound crazier because it's a video and that person's probably not even have watched the video yet, and I know that someone's going to contact me with a right shoulder thing. I don't get it. I don't try to get it anymore. I just go with it. Hands together. Hands at heart center, thumbs to the tip of the nose. Bow your head slightly. Giant inhale, arms out wide. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Namaste, my friends.